Hey, so if you suffer from plantar fasciitis or have ever had it before in the past, this video is going to give you 3 things that you need to pay attention to either get rid of it or to avoid it completely. Hey, how are you? I'm Coach Klepacki and I'm a strength coach here with Criticalbench.com. I'm also a runner, I'm a triathlon coach, and I have had plantar fasciitis before and it's unbearable. It's brutal, it's debilitating, and I don't recommend it. If you've never had it, good, stay away from it. But in this particular video, I'm looking at 3 different areas that you need to pay attention to that will either get rid of plantar fasciitis or help stay away from plantar fasciitis. So we know plantar fasciitis exists on the bottom of the foot, your plantar fascia right there. It's pretty much, I don't know if you can see that clearly, but it's this thing right here, okay? So when that's inflamed, that's called plantar fasciitis. Usually it's just right there, dead center, and it hurts when you walk, hurts when you get out of bed, hurts when you go upstairs. It's debilitating, it's awful. But a lot of people, they don't treat it properly. Now, I'm not gonna give you all the protocols like orthotics, adjustments, ice and heat and all that stuff, but what I'm giving you is 3 practical ways in order to get rid of or prevent or reduce the pain of plantar fasciitis. Well, first off, obviously, is your rest. What you need to do is also recover. So I've got a lacrosse ball here, and what I'm doing, let's just pretend I've had plantar fasciitis for a couple days, maybe in a couple weeks, to the point where I could put a little bit of pressure on it. It's tight, it's tense, but it's not inflamed. Okay, now you're probably saying, well, isn't itis, fasciitis, isn't that inflammation of fascia? Well, it is. But the inflammation is going down and subsiding. Now what I'm doing here, I'm using the lacrosse ball and I'm rolling up and down that fascia. So what that's going to do is break apart any adhesions that's taken place in that particular area of the body, not just along the fascia, but surrounding all the muscles surrounding that particular fascia there. So going side to side, flossing, going parallel with the tendons and muscles. So what I'm doing with this is actually just pretty much, like I said, just breaking apart any adhesions or any kind of junk with that. Okay, so it doesn't stop there, but it travels upward. So chances are, if you have any type of fasciitis or inflammation of the fascia, stay ball, good. It's gonna radiate upward to your shins. Shin splints, that's another hot spot for runners or people who are just on their feet a lot. Chances are, if you've had shin splints, you're going to have plantar fasciitis. If you've had plantar fasciitis, you're going to have shin splints because they're connected, they're directly connected. So what ends up happening is that your calf, the fascia surrounding your calf muscles and your muscle fibers adheres to the bone and adheres to other muscles. So when you're stepping and flexing and contracting your calf like this, it pulls on that tension or the muscle, and there's added tension pulling on the bone, and things just can't slide smoothly. So what you need to do is actually knead the muscles. It's self-massage. Now, if you think about if you've ever kneaded bread before, like you've got this ball of dough, and you're pretty much just trying to work out any imperfections, you're trying to smooth it out, you're trying to get out any air pockets and things like that. So what I'm doing here is just simply kneading my muscles in my lower leg. Now, I'm not digging in there deep, which is going to be a little more painful. You can go like a broad knead to massage but break apart, or you can even go pinpoint. Like if they're saying, like, if it hurts right here, then focus on that. Like, just get your fingers in there a little bit. Again, this is going to be extremely painful if you have shin splints, but even if you don't, it's good to do this every once in a while just to make sure that your calves stay healthy, and you're just pretty much just plying and playing with the dough or the muscle. So it's important to do that to keep your legs healthy. But last, a lot of people neglect this. You actually have to take care of your glute medius. So your glute medius is right here. It's this muscle right here. Okay, it's the smaller, or the middle of the 3 glute muscles. You got your glute max, glute medius, and glute minimus. This one is responsible for hip abduction, bringing the leg away from the body or keeping your knees straight in line with your hips. So what you actually need to do is get on the ground, grab a foam roller, and just roll the heck out of your glute medius. And what I'm talking about is just spending at least 30 seconds on this muscle, just moving it back and forth, just trying to get as much tension released through foam rolling. You can even use a lacrosse ball, get your lacrosse ball under there. This is gonna be a little more intense, especially if you have inflamed glute or you're suffering from IT band syndrome and things like that. But if you use these 3 things, your foot, lacrosse ball in your foot, kneading your calves, and treating your glute medius, I'm guaranteeing that you're gonna see a lot of things, a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort just vanish. It's not gonna happen overnight, but it'll be probably kind of like a quick fade. You know, in a couple days or maybe in a week or 2, you're gonna start seeing some great relief. That doesn't mean you're gonna go back out and just crush whatever you're doing or just run another marathon or things like that, but it's gonna just help speed up the process of recovery. So one of the best ways to actually help increase recovery or speed up recovery is to train your glutes. And it doesn't take much to get your glutes stronger and healthier. But so we have a report called the 5-minute glute workout. It's gonna help you and get you on the way to recovering faster, getting stronger, and hopefully returning back to whatever you're doing in no time. It's right here. Click this box, give us your email. We're gonna send you this free PDF right now that you can use right away. Subscribe to us by clicking here. And here's another video down here that I know it's gonna be helpful just as much as what you watched here. I'm Coach Brian with Criticalbench. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.